and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings. Big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the thing. So do it for Deuce and Mo.
We are live!
Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to
Picked a great day for our Christmas extravaganza.
Yeah, come on. Every day in December, it can be.
Why can't we dress up
Like
when it's a
this.
King's win?
Well, you kind of knew, like deep down, you knew that this was going to happen.
Like this?
Well, I mean, you haven't even explained what.
for y'all.
Oh, they can't figure out what we are?
Let's go, Kane.
We are live after the Kings got clapped on the home floor by the Denver Nuggets. It is our Christmas extravaganza.
Is that what? We're doing?
Someone in the chat says Deuce looks like the Pigeon Lady in Home Alone. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yes, I am Pigeon Lady from Home Alone 2. This is Kevin McCallister.
Yeah.
Star of Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Hi, thank you, child star.
I'm
great
just
to be
impressed
here.
you dyed your hair like that. That's really...
Yeah, you know, I did it. I did it for the bit. Somehow, did it from post game to now. I did that.
Give some love to shout out in the chat who said before we started, if Deuce or Mo dressed as Pigeon Lady, I'm going to lose it. Well,
Give me a hell yeah.
The Christmas spirit will never be lost in the Deuce and Mo podcast studios.
sorry. There's
Yeah,
a little
what
echo.
the
Yeah,
hell?
that's putting my headphones on. Mo McCullen.
Oh,
McCulkin, sorry. I want to say McCullen. My bad. How is everybody doing tonight after that game? Huh? If you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Yes, it is our Christmas episode. Doesn't mean we're not doing Christmas stuff throughout the rest of the month. No. But we figured, I told Morgan this year, I said, you know what? This year could be kind of rough. We have to still have fun.
Mhm.
And I do want to dress up, not only for Halloween, but for Christmas this year. And she goes, what? I said, dude, I could be Pigeon Lady. Because you were pitching me, Kevin McCallister.
no, didn't I? Didn't
No.
I tell you to be Pigeon Lady?
No, that was my idea.
And by the way, I was the one too. As soon as you started pitching this, and you're like, oh, Morgan, I need to feel good during this King season, during this holiday season. Like, I really think we should dress up from Home Alone. And I was like, Deuce, this puts a lot of work on me because I'm the creative mind that has to actually like execute it and
Yeah.
buy all the stuff. And
Yes, you did. And you did.
you
It's good,
honestly
Adam.
look like Pigeon Lady. This is even the bag and everything with your bird seeds. Yep, there you go. Show the people. There you go. Kevin, run!
Run! What are the costumes for New Year's? That's a good question. We'll get there. It's a long way to go. All right, we're just going to start the podcast. Our Christmas extravaganza after the Kings got destroyed.
Dear God.
Deuce and Mo. We'll come down in 3, 2, 1. Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
You know, we sure picked a hell of a night to do our Christmas episode, Morgan.
We sure did.
It's December 11th. We thought, why not pick a random day before Christmas? And then we'll surprise people by dressing up in costume.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think it would be after another low point of the season, the Kings 136-105 loss.
Another low point, correct.
Morgan dressed as Kevin McCallister.
Hello? Ah! Wait. Ah!
And I'm Pigeon Lady. Hello. Hello. It's me.
Kevin, run.
Kevin, run.
Good. her iconic moment.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to start the episode recreating a scene from Home Alone 2.
I haven't read this yet, so
I know, but just trust the process, okay? All right, let me
Oh.
get some music to accompany it.
No.
You don't mind? Just a little instrumental?
Oh.
The team I loved stopped loving me back years ago. That broke my heart. Then when hope showed up again, a little playoff run, some good vibes, I pulled away. I stopped trusting this team.
No offense, lady, but that seems kind of like a dumb thing to do.
I'm just scared of getting my heart broken again. You start to trust, and then when things get rough, they let you down. They forget about you all over again. And here we are, 6-19.
Maybe they're not forgetting you. Maybe they're just too busy bricking shots. Maybe it's not that they don't care. They just forget how to make you feel cared for. People don't mean to forget. My grandpa says if my head wasn't screwed on, I'd leave it on the school bus.
I'm afraid that if I let myself believe again, this team will break my heart.
I get it. I had this really nice pair of rollerblades once. This is from the movie. I didn't want them to mess up, so I kept them in the box. And you know what happened? I outgrew them. I barely used them at all. Just skated around my room a couple of times.
Well, a Kings fan's heart is different than a pair of skates.
Not really. If you tuck your heart away just so it can't get hurt, what's the point of being a fan at all? If you're too scared to use it when you finally want to believe again, maybe that hope won't fit anymore. You got to take a chance. With the Kings, got nothing to lose. They're already 6-19. That's cute.
I gotta be honest, dude. Made me feel a little better
I'm
tonight.
inspired. Thanks, Pigeon Lady and Kevin.
Kevin. Dude, the rollerblade example gets you every time.
Dude, Kevin McCallister, smart ass kid.
My goodness.
That's amazing. That was, I did
Thank
not
you.
know where it was going to go, but
Thank
I
you.
remember that scene, and he's actually mentioned his roller because she's talking about loving
It's
again.
a beautiful scene.
Oh, okay, Pigeon Lady. She's talking about having bird shit all over herself and that she won't find love again. And Kevin McCallister is like, well, you got to put yourself out there. Don't be my rollerblades.
You realize like one of the saddest quotes of that movie? I
What?
saved it from earlier. Hold on, let me find it.
Of course you did.
And, you know, I do my homework tonight. Kings were down 30. All right. One of the saddest quotes from this.
Uh-huh.
I'm like the birds I care for. People pass me in the street. They see me, but they try to ignore me. They prefer I wasn't in their city.
Jesus Christ. That is dark.
Hey, welcome into the Deuce and Mo podcast. We are recording this after the Kings got clapped on the home floor. No Zach LaVine, no Domantas Sabonis, but it did not matter if they were there or not because Nikola Jokic did his thing. The Kings had zero answer defensively, a mess, offensively clunky, and in the late stages of this game, we saw a lot of the young guys. Sacramento lost on the home floor by 31, 136 to 105. They're now 6-19 on the season. And this podcast is always presented by our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Pigeon Lady, and that's Kevin McCallister. How you doing, Kev?
Not good.
Well,
Just like that.
Morgan, this is the fourth time they have started 6-19 through 25 games. The worst mark was when they were 5-20 in the 2010-11 season. But here we are, the Kings losing to the Nuggets 136 to 105. It's the fourth time this year they've lost by 30 plus. That's tied for the second most 30-point losses in the league. In addition to that, it's the 13th time this season that they've lost by double figures. The only teams who have done that more often, the Washington Wizards, a young team, and the Brooklyn Nets, a young team. Hey.
Oh, okay. Here's my question to you.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Because on our way back here,
Yeah.
I looked over at you and I was like, you're right. And you're like, I'm processing. And I said, okay. And now we were getting ready. How are you doing?
Well, as you know, we had a brief conversation about how I wasn't sure I wanted to get dressed up tonight because I was in my feelings a little bit. And you know what? I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did.
I didn't care if the Kings lost by 1,000,000. I was going to dress up in this outfit that I had to put together. So, yeah, I'm glad you did too.
Morgan,
Yeah.
we saw a different starting lineup tonight. Let's start at the beginning. Two rookies in the starting lineup tonight because Levine's bonus are out. So that meant Neat Clifford got the start. He was out there with Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, and Maxime Reynaud. I think there was a little bit of excitement about it. I was like, ooh, the young guy is getting an opportunity. How was it going to look? Well, it did not look good. And it's some of it predictable. I felt like you knew what Jokic was going to do tonight. He was going to get his like he does every single night. I didn't expect it to be this easy, but from the get-go, it was easy. They were seeking out mismatches right away. He had his way with Maxime Reynaud at times. Look, a good lesson for the rookie going up against one of the league's best players of all time. Yeah. But I thought tonight it was just mind-numbing early seeing the lack of defensive awareness. Zero ball movement. Really, they had 7 assists in the first half of this game. Jamal Murray had 7 assists at halftime. Where do you want to start in picking this one apart? And then talking big picture, because I think it all kind of blends together.
It does. And I think even talking about this game, it's not about talking about quarter to quarter or anything. It's more talking about it as a whole. And as a whole, you just mentioned one of the things that we can definitely show examples of. Defense. I mean, the compete level all together, the energy, the compete level, whatever. But let's just start on the defensive end. There were so many times where, of course, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, they're going to break you down. That's what they do. They're one of the best teams when it comes to field goal percentage.
Number one offense, number one in scoring. You're the top in field goal percentage.
Crushing it in every way possible, especially when you have such huge threats on your team. It's just going to make everyone better. We totally understand that. But when you're the Kings, you have to control everything you can control. And I hate being repetitive about that. But let's talk about what that means. What that means is being physical as fuck, like knocking someone to the ground, knocking into them, making them feel you. We say that almost every game. Like there's definitely some games where it's like, oh, they were physical. I think there was a moment, a stretch in this game where they were a physical unit out there.
It's interesting because that stretch happened when it was Jokic and Murray on the bench.
Interesting.
And the Kings made a little bit of a run. It wasn't much of one. You know, the Nuggets took control. Put it this way, the Nuggets came out. They scored 41 points in the first quarter and never looked back. And I think some of the defensive mistakes you're talking about, yeah, it's one thing. But it's just like, what are we doing here? And some of it's just from your vets. Like, we're going in a pick and roll situation, and Eubanks goes under on a screen. And God. Jokic gets the ball, and he's like, oh, you're going to give me space to launch a three? I'm going to take it. There was another sequence in a pick and roll situation where Max was helping on the ball handler into the paint, Murray, and I don't know if it was Murray on the ball handler, and they kicked it out. Max is deep in the paint. Oh, yep. Kicks it out to JV, Jonas Valanciunas, the former King, wide open, and everyone's standing around. Not one person. Max finally goes, oh, I guess I'll go do it. There was no decisiveness to go close out on a shooter, and he gets an open three. First play of the third quarter. One of the first plays of the third quarter. The Nuggets in a pick and roll situation, okay? It's Russ and Maxime Reynaud in the pick and roll coverage.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Oh,
Russ gets around the screen, but is trailing Murray and just stops. So Max is in a situation where he's got to defend the ball handler in the paint, Murray, and also Jokic. Yeah, not a great spot to be in. And Russ isn't even trying to get back in the play.
That's what it was.
Murray goes behind the back, and Jokic has an uncontested layup. And I'm like, okay, in that situation, we broke that down in the postgame show. I'm like, okay, Russ, sprint back in the play and get on Jokic and bump him or foul him. It can't be that easy. And it's so frustrating because some of this is just your vets. And this is what Kings fans are looking at right now. They're like, look, we are one of the worst teams in the league at 6-19, but we play vets way too many minutes at this point. At least this team in Washington, Brooklyn, they're playing young guys. I want to see the guys that were playing late in this game tonight because I saw, ball movement. I saw extra effort, multiple efforts defensively, even if they're getting scored on. You saw that. You do not see that from this team, especially from the starting lineup on a consistent basis, and it is mind-numbing.
Mind-numbing is a great way to describe it, because they are the players that we are discussing are players that have been in the league a long time, are players with fantastic resumes that achieve something new every single game. Tonight, DeMar DeRozan, goes up the all-time scoring list or whatever it was above Vince Carter. My point is, it's like you're always seeing these little things in these shitty games. And my point to all of this is, why, after such amazing careers on some of these nights on this roster, as your career starts to wind down, guys can learn from you. You can be these role models in so many more ways than one by just doing the right things on the floor. And we're seeing them night after night after night not do the right thing.
Right. And even offensively tonight, I mean, we were watching Russ, and look, someone need to pick up the scoring load tonight. You don't have Levine, I get it. But I think if you're going to have the best chance at just building a cohesive unit offensively, the ball has to move. It just has to move. There was so many times where guys were holding it, being indecisive, and then you'd see one pass maybe, and it was again a situation where at halftime of an NBA game you have 7 assists, and we've seen that before this season. So you're watching this going, what is happening? They have 7
assists while Jamal Murray has 7 assists by himself, and so it being mind-numbing is exactly how I want to describe it, because it's like I don't understand it. And now I would understand it if it was okay, close game, I feel like I've done all these things in the league, so I'm going to put everyone on my back and probably do too much, go ISO, blah, 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 blah. Seen that shit before. I wouldn't even be surprised if that was the decision being made. But it's they are usually in these situations where they're down by a lot or there's just no flow to the game. And then you see some of these veteran players go in that direction. And that's where it's just mind-blowing to me. I'm wouldn't you want to get everyone else involved? Don't you want to play a style that's more fun? You're going to see the ball back if you pass it around. But what you're starting to see, though, Deuce, especially on the offensive end, is that the ball, because it's not moving, no one trusts that they're going to get it back and be able to even it's not about showcasing their talent, but they're not going to be able to get the opportunities in the minutes that they want because they're not going to be aggressive enough because some other person just has the ball in their hands the whole time.
And then you're catching grenades late in the shot clock and forcing up a tough look. And it's you're not getting a good look at that point. And it's not free flowing. Don't get it twisted. I knew I wasn't going into this game going, hey, Kings are going to beat the Nuggets tonight. But it's just can we just see a group? I don't care what the group is. If the group is the young guys and they're competing and flying around and diving on the floor for loose balls and sharing the ball, that's all we want to see at this point. I also want to acknowledge JC in the chat.
Yeah.
Who says it's hard to take Deuce serious tonight. He says, I can't take Deuce seriously with pigeons hanging on his clothes, LOL. I understand the ridiculousness of us ranting about our favorite basketball team when we're dressed as Pigeon Lady and Kevin McCallister. There's definitely some ridiculousness with it. I get it.
I mean, is it? They're two very complex, serious characters.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. I know I feel like we've done this podcast 100 times this year. It's 25 games in, they're 6-19. And we
haven't done it dressed like this.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
And I think it's just, I go back to, man, 3 years ago, we were having so much fun.
I know.
And it's just, now you're seeing this and it's another 30-point loss at home. I put the poll question up tonight because I think this is something that I'm very curious about. Checking in with the fan base and how they feel, because you see social media, sometimes you're just not exactly sure how people feel. And I understand that people voting don't represent,
everyone.
All Kings fans. I get all that. But a glimpse into how people are feeling tonight. What do you want to see the Kings do? The options: blow it up, get a top 5 pick, or retool and compete. I want wins now. 88% of the people who voted tonight have said blow it up and get a top 5 pick.
Nobody wants a goddamn Band-Aid. Nobody wants to retool and just like figure it out with what you have. I get it. It sounds like blowing it up over the years. I feel like that's such an easy thing for a fan base to go to. It's just like, oh, can't we just trade away everyone and start over? Because people have seen other teams have success from that, all the different things. This, if anything, is the most perfect time in Sacramento to go in this direction more than ever. And not just because we all want to see it. It truly is like, it's some of the worst basketball I think we've ever seen. It's one of the worst products I have seen out there on the floor for the Sacramento Kings. And it's not like, oh, but we could see better because we've seen glimpses. No, this team is not it. This direction is not it. And that's okay. It's just like, that's just what happens in the sports world sometimes.
I do think there's always a temptation, and we've seen the Kings fall into this trap at sometimes, and I've said no shortcuts, and others say, well, what shortcuts? I mean, to me, a shortcut was when you elected to trade De'Aaron Fox. That was an opportunity to go pick a new direction. Instead, your direction was to get someone that you felt like was going to help you stay relevant in Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
When the move was to go younger, get some picks, and start figuring some things out and retooling things, because the Western Conference is brutal, and it's OKC's Western Conference for the time being. So you took a shortcut there, and then you didn't take enough risks before that to help make this a better team to compete. You missed out on opportunities. So that led to Fox ending up being in San Antonio. My point being is there a temptation, though, to go, oh, man, John Morant's out there. Trae Young could be out there. LaMelo Ball could be out there. Like, the temptation just to be interesting. And guess what? People would. Like, there would be people interested. Oh, my God, Trae Young is coming here. And it's nothing against Trae Young.
No.
I think Trae Young's a good player. He's an exciting playmaker. He can do some amazing things out there. John Morant, we've seen the flashes. It's been a long time. There's some major red flags and question marks about him. I get all that. But for me, I want to see this team embrace the youth going forward too, and not just when players are injured. I want to see Neat Clifford on a night when he's starting tonight, not just play 9 minutes in the first half and then Doug McDermott coming in the second quarter. I want to see him go out there, make mistakes, fight through it. As long as he's not being lazy out there, as long as he isn't making the same mistake over and over and over again, then be out there, miss your shots, make your mistakes, fight through it.
Learn.
And then, you know what I want you to do? I want you to compete and not lose by 30, but like, compete every night and learn from it and grow. Like we're seeing with Maxime Reynaud, who all of a sudden we're like, is this guy maybe a player for the Kings going forward?
Dude,
Does he have some upside?
How fun is that?
Yes,
it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Think about if you're seeing that with 4 players, even just 4 players on an entire NBA roster. If you're seeing that with 4 guys and you're going, holy shit, that's fun. I mean, you were just pointing it out to me even with the Pelicans tonight with Queen, and it's just like
Jeremiah Fears.
Yes, there are rookies around the league on shitty teams where you're just like, you're excited to go learn more about them, or you're excited for that fan base because you're like, oh damn, they got something going on for them. And with the Kings, it's like they just want to like put their toe in the water, just like tip it in just a little bit. And it's like, no, you don't want to dip. You gotta go for it.
And someone in the chat, I see Ignacio go, fans don't want to pay and see that. I get that. Okay. But here's what I'm going to tell you right now. Do you want to just be kind of stuck in the middle?
Oh God.
Like, to me, like, what are you trying to be? Like, do you want to compete and build something long-term? I think the pathway, and I'm not selling you on, hey dude, just play the young guys. That's exciting. It's about playing them, developing them, seeing what you have in them, and then building this out in the next couple of years. You may get like a top 5 pick in a draft that, to me, from what I've seen early in the college basketball season, there's talent here. I'm going, I wouldn't be mad about Darren Peterson, DeBonsa, Wilson, Cam Boozer's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, there's enough guys out there. My point being is there's enough talent in this draft that you could start building towards something sustainable, laying the foundation for a culture, not just bringing in like guys who maybe could do something if everything goes right.
I mean, it's not even like, there's not even a full like science to it, right? It's just like how sports work when it comes to building a team. If you did take on let's say a John Morant, a Trae Young, whoever else. I mean, you're just taking on their identity, their resume, and what they've already built in the NBA and what they are going forward. Why not start and build with your own identity? Now, that is what the Kings were technically starting to do with De'Aaron Fox until they got, I don't know, manipulated by Rich Paul and said, here, I'm on my way out. I'm Monty McNair. Just take him for nothing. Like what, I mean, you know what I mean? Just however you want to put that situation.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, even though it was 6-7 years in Sacramento, like that's the amount of time it takes to build some of these players.
Yes. For some of those to grow, it shouldn't take you that long to turn it around, but you need to accumulate talent.
I was just talking about an individual, not a team.
Yeah.
They didn't do a good job throughout the years to really build a team around what they wanted their identity to be, or if they didn't know if De'Aaron Fox was going to take off. But like, you also have to believe in what you are as an organization when it comes to your developmental abilities. And you just haven't seen that in Sacramento because there hasn't been anything here long enough, whether it's a coaching staff, a GM, even players just in and out, an identity, whatever it is, it just feels like it's always just stuck in the middle. So Band-Aids, 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 Band-Aids.
Yeah. And I get it's a business and you want like a box office and you have a chance to get, a player that's, been an all-star before or has, a upside to do it. I just think, although rebuilding's not easy, I'm not trying to sell you like it's some easy thing, but you know what's not easy? What we're watching and what we've seen for a while now. You know what I mean? For the most of the last 20 something years. And that's why it's not just about getting a draft pick. We know this. You have to nail the draft pick, but I can't understand anyone that's like, well, yeah, but there's no guarantees. But yeah, but I want a chance. I just want a chance at one of the top guys. I don't want to see a top guy go somewhere else. And yes, of course, there are drafts where the top guys aren't the best guys. And we can come up with all the examples we've done a million times. Hey, Curry went here. Giannis went here. The guy we watched today, the MVP, went in the second round. Yes, I know. But I also know watching this draft that is coming up, watching some of these guys, there's legit talent here. And for a Kings team right now, looking at the young talent that's on the roster, even if you like Keegan, even if you go, all right, Nick, there's something there. Max, there's something here. You don't look at them as superstar potentials. And when you're Sacramento and you're striving for relevancy and trying to engage a fan base that's been so tortured over the years, you need some hope. Just some hope. And so, yeah, you want a Band-Aid and go get Ja, okay, like I'm sure there'll be some exciting moments, but
absolutely
how are you building a winning team around him? Or if you're getting Trae Young, if I'm picking any of those three guys we just mentioned, I'd probably go with Trae. But again, we're talking about all these small guards who can't really defend. Like,
by
you're
the
just
way,
putting yourself in a bad spot.
In the NBA, with how it keeps evolving, where it keeps growing, what it keeps growing into, and what teams are seeing success are not only teams with full depth and just, length, athleticism, youth, but it's like, sure, some of the more successful teams have these star players on them. You're not going to have that right away. But how can you start to trend in the right direction with making sure your drafting length, even if it's second rounder, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, just do it right. And then obviously when it comes to free agency, it's never going to be easy.
No,
in Sacramento.
and that's part of it. You have to establish yourself. And I feel like we've had these conversations so many times over the years because we've done this so many times. But like, you think the Warriors were a free agent destination? Like they weren't for years. Okay, like it was a big deal when they signed David Lee. But one of the turning points for them in the Curry era, when he was on his rise and they drafted Clay and Draymond, is that they signed Andre Iguodala, and that was a major free agent signing for them. Okay. Then it led, I know it was crazy circumstances with the cap. They were able to attract Kevin effing Durant. You know what I mean? Like, they went from not being able to sign any marquee free agents, missing draft picks, or trading talented guys like Chris Webber into, we get lucky maybe with a couple of drafts. Steph gets healthy, great character guy. We build a foundation, get a key veteran, and what do you know? They turn into what they were. I'm not saying the Kings are going to turn into the Warriors, but my point is, like, you have to There's ways to win as a small. Look, the best team in the league right now is in Oklahoma City. They're not in LA. They're not in New York. They're the Thunder.
You can't just keep going in circles and living in the middle, because if you do, I mean, we're all going to go insane. We are all absolutely going to go insane. And then especially when you do get that little taste of success and where the team and organization could be, or like what that feeling was again, and then it just goes straight to shit. Yeah. I mean, of course, that's why we're here. That's why we're even going in circles. That's why we've been repetitive game by game by game by game. I don't even know what to say except that, like, I can keep talking about what I hope to see. But if I don't see that this year, because that's the other thing. That was the other thing I want to mention. We're not going to see everything we want to see by December 15th. I think everyone looks at that date and goes, holy shit, can it be the day? And it's like, sorry, you might see something. 90% of the league is tradable pretty much by that date, December 15th. But that doesn't mean you're going to see shit go down for the Sacramento Kings that day.
That's
and
usually
shift.
when stuff gets going a little bit.
Sure.
Now, last December 15th, to be fair, point out to me in Discord by 4916er in our Discord today, and someone at the game told me this too. I think Alan Stiles. He said, well, Dennis Schroeder got traded last December 15th.
Okay.
Like literally on December 15th by the Warriors. But you're right. More times than not, it doesn't happen. Usually what happens is that's when rumors start floating around. And then the league's executives end up going to Florida for the G League Winter Showcase. And this is a time where all these teams are talking. That's when everything starts going a little bit, and then we'll see what it looks like. Of course, there's so many big names that could be available. Could be really fascinating. Scout Recycler in the chat says, Trey's a star. Get him and build around him with rookies and youngsters. I'm just going to stop you here, okay? Just real fast on that, too. If I'm Atlanta, I'm not eager to trade Trae Young. I think the reason why Atlanta went the direction they did with their team this year, getting Porzingis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and of course now Jalen Johnson emerging as a star, is because now they have a team that like can cover up some of the weaknesses of Trae Young defensively. And now when he gets back, he's got to figure out some things offensively, but I think he'll have more trust in these guys. I think they built a team that could be successful with him. They want to see what that looks like. I don't anticipate them moving him. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But if I were to take a step back and analyze things like that, absolutely. Like, why would you rush into that?
Yeah.
When you have a point guard that has the resume that he has, and sure, you've played some really good basketball without him, but not to say that this style that you have kind of developed without him can't be implemented even with him there on the floor and kind of elevated, right, to a different level. So you absolutely look at that. And then if it's not something or the direction you want to go in, then you go in a different direction. I don't even think sometimes it's not even like, oh, sell them high. In this league, it's like, you're going to get what you're going to get from other teams as well, because like there's only so much you can do with these big ass contracts and everything else.
In the chat, Daniel says the Thunder are an outlier. They traded Russ and PG-13 when their value was at its highest. With a good rebuild is a good rebuild is like the Spurs. They missed the playoffs 6 years in a row, and it took a while to look good now. Well, to rewind too. I mean, that's why it goes to you got to nail draft picks, right? Like they drafted Russ. You know, that was an incredible move. They pounced on Paul George. They took a young player that was actually Domantas Sabonis, Victor Oladipo, right? And they end up getting Paul George in that. And you're right. They made the tough decisions of getting off guys when they saw that the window wasn't there. They weren't just trying to hang on. They went, you know what? KD's gone. This is our opportunity to move on. And yeah, is there some luck involved too? They got SGA. I think they all knew SGA was a nice young talent. I don't think they envisioned that SGA all of a sudden is going to turn into potentially a multi-time MVP and be part of a brilliant team. I'm watching SGA right now going, he's emerging as like, hey, you guys better have some real conversations. This isn't just like a cute, oh, good story. This could be like one of the guys we're talking about for years to come with what he has evolved into, especially this year. And
I mean, that goes from his like mental focus to, everything that he's able to do at such an elite level on the floor. When you see a player that special, that's able to, I guess, play the game at whatever pace that they want. You know, that's why we always talk about Joker over the years. But SGA has been able to do that, take it to the next level after a championship year and produce on both the offensive end and the defensive end at a high level. It's just like, yeah, that all around game is, oh man, that's what I want to talk about.
And the Spurs example, I mean, I think you've said it before. The league definitely rigged it for San Antonio.
Oh yes, yeah.
I mean,
did I mention that yet?
Wait, time out. All of a sudden, they jump to number 1 to get Victor, then they jump to number 2 to get Dylan Harper.
Such bullshit. What the hell? Like, what? What are they? Oh God, I need to get into like some voodoo shit or something.
Oh boy. Snack says, this is so humiliating. Born in Sacramento, always loved this team. Had such a great team twice in 2 decades. Yeah, it's been tough, man. It is. I mean, I've always said it's not going to be like this forever. You know, not to go back to the Warriors example, but there was a stretch that they missed the playoffs 17 of 18 years. And there's a large portion of their fan base who has no idea that that was the case. And I hope one day we can look back and be like, we don't even remember those old days. Actually, I never want to forget these days. These times I do want to remember.
Good point.
Because this is the pain. And it sucks because leaving this game, and I don't feel like this often. You know, I love this. I fucking love this game. And I try to be an optimistic person. But I'm like, it's only December. It's December 11th.
That's a bad feeling.
I mean? It's like it's December 11th, and you mentioned that December 15th date as like the time where trades can start happening. I think too, like you know, I think for people who do want to see it blown up, like what does that mean? Like the reality is like how many teams are running to the phones right now to trade for Zach LaVine's contract?
Yep.
And if you do, you're going, yeah, hey, I'll trade for it. How many picks are you, first round picks are you attaching to it, Sacramento?
Yep.
And if you're the Kings, you can't do that. Like you may have to like eat that. You may have to just hope that LaVine decides he's going to opt out next year, which probably is not going to happen. With Domantas Sabonis, I don't think teams are running to trade for his deal at this point. I know someone had some idea, or there's some random rumor about the Bulls potentially having interest. You know, that one is interesting to me. And at first I dismissed it.
So what made you go back and look at it?
The Bulls cap space.
Okay.
The Bulls have a shit ton of cap space next year, and they're in this interesting spot. Buzelis, young player, also Lithuanian. And Sabonis could be kind of like their free agent pickup for a couple of years. Good guy to have and, you know, run your off. We know what type of player Sabonis can be, and you have him with some talented young people and just see what it looks like for a couple of years, maybe. But again, I mean, I just don't know what you're getting in return. I think that's still unrealistic. I think the guys most likely, if you're talking about blowing it up, would probably be like you're able to move off DeMar, maybe Dennis, and maybe Malik. After that, I don't know. I mean,
what?
It's just like your expiring contracts, whatever. I just can't imagine that we're going to be here post deadline going, man, they got rid of all these guys.
No.
It's just the contracts are too hard to move.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it's truly going to be. And especially what are you taking on? Like, you know, the whole point of trying to blow things up is to transition into a stage where you're taking on either, you know, picks, promising talent, a future in one way or another. And what that does mean though is probably some really, really bad basketball. Now, there could be a different competitive spirit out there. There could be a different energy out there, but you're not going to see a lot of wins. And that's why for a lot of these people, because I'm in the boat of blow it up, get a top 5 pick.
Play young guys, get a good pick.
Play young guys. I'm in that. But I also am very realistic about it. I know it could be really shitty when it comes to the win-loss column for Warriors. But guess what? Guess what reality is? It's shitty right now.
Yeah, and you've got all these vets on the team, and that's what makes it challenging. You know, I see someone in the chat just saying, like, it's just tough because there isn't hope right now, you know, and that's a tough spot to be in. And then I think there's some fans that are like excited about Max and what could maybe Neat could be, and what about Keegan with more opportunity. Even tonight, like Devin Carter, he's played 8 games this year. And whether you like Devin Carter or not, and if you think he is not going to be an NBA player, whatever, I think you could definitely agree that he should be playing more on this team to figure out
100%.
what is he? Who is he? He didn't play for a month, and then the Kings assigned him to Stockton. He played 2 nights in a row, and then he played tonight for the Kings. So he played 3 straight nights. Devin Carter tonight played 21 minutes. So he played 3 straight games after not playing a game for a month. He had 15 points. And it's not about the shot making. Well, part of it actually with him, it is good to see him knock down some threes because I think that's the make it or break it thing for him. But him knocking down threes, but it was also like he was moving the ball tonight. He was playing the right way. He was attacking. I saw the same thing last night when he played for Stockton. We were calling that game. Even when he was missing shots, tonight he made shots. I want to see more of him down the stretch.
Yep.
Like, I want to know what he is.
Yep. No, that's it. Just want to know what you are. And knowing what these guys are is exactly what you were talking about earlier. You're like, let them play, let them miss shots, let them make mistakes, let them be in moments when it's not just garbage time. Let them play against some of the best players in the league, and get shut down at times. Like, all of these things are so important for their development because losing, you know what, like losing in this fashion and then like not being on the floor and getting any playing time, you know what that can do for some of these guys? Really screw with their confidence and their mentals. Because some of these guys, they're not used to losing all their life. They're not used to losing in college. And then they're losing a whole bunch and taking on this challenge of losing but not being able to help. That's very defeating. It's hard when you can't control that situation and you can't be like, man, maybe if I was playing 30 minutes, I could actually be the one doing something out there, even if we were still losing. But like, I would feel more confident in the direction we were going to with me on this team.
And he was a lottery pick last year, like
who are you?
Devin Carter. I'm just talking about Devin Carter.
I was just talking about any of them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Devin. It's like, there are things he does well on the basketball floor.
Yeah.
He's a good rebounder, right? He can defend. If he can knock down shots, I just want to see it. I don't know what it means, but I could tell you, I don't know based on the now 9 games he's played in the NBA this year. Shout out to all the basketball sickos tonight. Seriously.
Give me a hell yeah.
You guys
Thank
make
God
it a
for
lot
you.
easier to talk about this.
Really though. I don't know what I would do if I just had to be here with Pigeon Lady,
It's crazy. Well, you're wearing a lot too. Isn't it really hot wearing all this stuff?
What's funny? Even I'm a little warm. I'm just going to take off my gloves.
I think I'm going to do the same too, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Woo!
Maybe my slippers.
Hey, we are not in Central Park right now, if you know what I mean.
And it's been so cold in Sacramento with all the fog and shit.
Know.
And finally, right now, don't even need to bundle up.
Man.
Whatever.
Oh, man.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like we just covered a lot of ground. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to say tonight, but it's a tough spot to be in. Losing's not fun, and losing this way isn't fun. You lose 136-105. By the way, Jokic, real fast, can we talk about him?
Yeah, we can.
Shocker, he was our butcher and barrel player of the game.
Oh, was he? He won that? Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that? I can't believe he won that,
I
right?
can't either.
Jokic, 36 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists on 14 of 16 shooting.
Damn.
He's our butcher and barrel player of the game. And what's crazy about that, Morgan, 36 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. He did that in 29 minutes. How do you do that in 29 minutes?
Didn't he shoot like 70% from the field too? Like it was
in the 4 games against Sacramento, shooting 7. He's averaging 37 a game against Sacramento this year. 70% from the field.
Yep.
He's our butcher and barrel player of the game.
And you got to make sure to check out Butcher and Barrel. And look, whether you're going before a Kings game or you're just like, hey, where should I go eat tonight? Where should I get a gift card for someone to a local awesome place? Go to Butcher and Barrel. It's right across from Golden One Center. It's on K Street. It's like such a perfect location. But if you haven't been, it's delicious food. When you're feeling down like you probably are right now, it's food that will make you feel better. And it's run by an amazing person named Kevin. He's awesome. He's a Kings fan. He knows all of our pain. So make sure to go to Butcher and Barrel.
Appreciate their support of the Deuce and Mo podcast. I should have put Valanciunas on there, the centers, because the two combined for 51 points
Jeez.
on 21 of 23 shooting.
Okay, now.
Remember I told you Jokic missed 2 shots? Yeah. Valanciunas tonight, 7 of 7.
What?
7 of 7. Valanciunas, let's go to his minutes tonight. God, one of my favorite Kings who was only here for like 3 minutes. He had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 7 of 7 shooting in 19 minutes.
Wow.
Bro.
Yep, he's really good. I just remember that that 3-point shot really bothers me.
Yeah.
Above the break 3. I mean, and and you're so right though. Going back to that, as I just dwell on it really quick, is just that Max, when he was helping with either the drive or the pick and roll, whatever it was, and he completely came all the way down to help. The fact that there was no one there to even want to rotate over the ball. And by the way, the ball was passed and still no one else ran out. And Max was like, really, guys? Really?
Yeah, that's not his job to go back out. I mean, I'm glad he did, but it was too late.
Yeah.
And like,
Yep.
it was, you watch other teams and they fly around. They have each other's backs, you know? And I just feel like you just haven't. I mean, this team doesn't have an identity. We've talked about this so many times. It's
You don't even have to connect and like love each other on the floor or anything, but like, do you love the game? Or is it, you know, sometimes I ask myself too, it's like, oh, some of these guys, they made so much money in their lives, in their career, that like sometimes these moments come and they're like, yeah, like you can't do that every game or whatever it is. And it's like, I will never make 300 million in my career or my life. So like, I will never know what that feels like to be like, you know, like, oh, maybe I made so much money, I can just like not do something. But I know I feel like for me, even if I ever made millions or did anything, or like, that's what I always said. If I won the lottery, people were always like, oh, you would just retire. No, because I love the shit out of broadcasting, podcasting, calling games, doing all the things. Like, sure, would I stop one job? Yes. So then I could have a little bit balance in my life. But my point is, I would take just as much pride into everything. I say I would, and I know I would. I know I would. And I just don't understand how that professional pride, you just don't see that out there the same way with some of these older guys. It's just disappointing.
maybe just beaten up mentally at 6 and 19.
And maybe that. And maybe that.
It's not an excuse. I'm just like trying to understand like what.
It's a fair thing to throw out there. Like, you have to humanize it too.
Comment of the night nominee from Emiliano, who said Old Man Marley had a better chance of containing Jokic than anyone on the Kings.
Old Man Marley.
He's got the shovel.
He's got the snow shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not afraid anymore. You hear that? I'm not afraid anymore.
It is funny how Kevin McCallister, like, watching those movies, again, I've watched Home Alone and Home Alone 2 so many times, but like Old Man Marley, it's like, hey man, if you just cracked a smile in the first second of the movie and not like carried a shovel like that, it would have just been okay. Like, it would have been great. Pigeon Lady is just like, I'm a pigeon lady. I'm all of a sudden it's like, whoa,
Again, you don't know. Yeah, I see a pigeon. You don't know, but this is the thing though. You don't know what they were going through. And Old Man Marley was going through a lot of family trouble. Like, he was not a happy man. And Pigeon Lady felt like everyone looked at her that way. So that was the way she carried herself.
So she just out of nowhere. You remember the scene? Like, she came up like in the dark. That's frightening. This kid's little kids trying to figure out life in New York City.
This isn't giving the same vibes. That did nothing for me. But the thing is though, Deuce, like,
I'm losing my pigeons.
I know, just calm down. But like, seriously, you have to, like, we're talking about humanizing players and people. You have to humanize even that situation I'm serious, for Old Man Marley coming up to him with the shovel. He wasn't trying to scare the kid. He just was like, I'm not going to smile. I don't need to smile right now. I'm going through a lot of shit.
This guy at the store with his bloody ass hand, Kevin McCallister's checking out and he just slams it right on the counter at the grocery store. What are we doing? Of course the kid's going to be scared of you with your bloody ass hand. Then you see him at the church and you're like, hey. Also, kind of funny that another
disarmed.
scene that makes me laugh in that movie is how it's Christmas Eve. and there's all these people performing like Christmas songs at the church.
Yeah.
And there's 4 people there. I'm like, it's Christmas Eve. The church needs to close down. They're not doing well if there's 4 people at their show on Christmas Eve in this beautiful church. These people, there's 40 people in that choir. No one from their family shows up.
But I mean, Old Man Marley was there.
He was.
And he was there for his
He was.
granddaughter.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, there's a lot to break down with that movie as well. I mean,
Why am I sounding just as angry about that as I am about where the Kings are at 6 and freaking 19?
Also, I appreciate people manifesting Mo to make $300 million.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I'd share
That's
it with you
great.
guys. You get $1 million. You get well, you get $1,000. You get $1,000. I changed it from $1 million to $1,000. Oh my God, that's funny. So funny. Dreaming about $300 million.
Wow.
I know. We're going
Denver shot
mad.
59% in this game.
Jeez.
41% from downtown. My goodness.
Ah,
Yeah, that was a rough one, man.
6 and 19 is crazy. It is. It's pretty wild.
Someone said I thought Deuce was Robin Williams. What, you think I was Mrs. Doubtfire? Oh, hello! There's a little Miss Doubtfire in there, I guess, but I think it's pretty clear I'm Pigeon Lady. I don't know what gives it away, but definitely. Some of the chats, the 6 and 19 isn't bad. It's about to get real dark soon. I mean, no disrespect, but like
it's dark.
It's pretty bad right now.
I mean, it's literally dark in Sacramento too.
Well,
no
yeah,
sun.
and it's been one of it's been a terrible stretch, right? They're not very good offensively. They're not good defensively. It's just a bad team. I mean, they're one of the worst teams in the league. So how much worse can it get? I don't know.
The good news is that they're a bad team with the realization that things have to change. Like that,
I would hope so.
No, because I feel like there's been bad teams, but it's like, oh, can this guy get better? Or can we just make this one tweak? And it's like, no, this is not good. And even if it doesn't come down to blowing it all up, I think the tweaks, the understanding of the tweaks that need to be made, especially in today's NBA, are big enough to make those changes. But that's just my reality. Who knows?
So the Kings are tied with the Clippers for the second worst record in the West. The Pelicans won tonight. Shout out to the Pelicans with a big win over Portland. They are now 4-22. Their young guys are playing really well, but Sacramento 6-19. The Clippers, of course, do not own their pick. Oklahoma City owns that pick. I do have an update. Morgan's not going to like this, but I'm just reporting on what things are happening right now. This is just to let you know, the Kings are just 3 games out of the play-in at this hour.
Dude, I'm not like, this one actually boils my blood every time you bring this up. Like, it actually pisses me off.
Well, do you want me to let you know how things are going in the standings?
No, I want you to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm just reporting what.
If any of that happens and ruins my one vacation that I want before the WNBA season starts, I swear, I'll make sure that game doesn't happen myself.
I mean, just 3 games out of the play. I mean, it's Utah ahead of them. It's Portland. They play Portland twice coming up. You can really make some ground up on Portland. You got Dallas.
I have loved the play-in since it has begun with the NBA.
I honestly think if the Kings made the play-in, especially in these circumstances where they'd be like well below 500, I don't think the game would be sold out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, that's you like even go, yeah, well, duh, but no, that's crazy. What?
Yeah, people like, do not say play in.
Yeah.
Oh man, but hey, Digital Henry is like winning streak when Domas gets back. I mean, do you think there is anybody that's thinking that like, hey man, you get Sabonis back. He hasn't played with Keegan. See what it looks like. Maybe make a tweak. All of a sudden, you make some noise and get into the play-in.
Like
that would be the worst possible scenario because it just makes you be stuck
in the middle. In like low middle.
And by the way,
low middle.
to the fact that you're 6-19 and 3 games out of the play-in,
my God.
league NBA, maybe we get rid of play-in this year. If there are that many teams that are in the mix at 6-19, like that's outrageous. Like right now, the 9th spot is 11-13. Dallas is 9-16 in the 10th spot. Maybe the West goes, we're not doing play-in. I've had a rule that I do believe in. It's if you're below 500, we don't do the play-in.
I know, and you've said that before, and I remember even when the first year of the play-in started, I was like, why are we rewarding losers? And then I saw it come to play, and I liked the play-in for many reasons. And I still like the play-in for many reasons, but I think you're exactly right. When there are just losing teams that do not even belong in the playoffs or in a series and could possibly have that opportunity and that chance because they have one lucky game or I guess 2.
Yeah.
I just don't. Well, I don't like it, one, but I definitely don't like it if it's the Sacramento Kings this year. Hell no.
By the way, the only reason I mention it, not because I just think it's insane.
It's
insane that it's even within.
It makes me want to throw up a little bit.
Like, what?
Yeah. Vomit.
But 6-19 on the season.
Disgusting.
By the way, worst starts in Kings history through 25 games. They started 5-20 in the 2010-11 season. They've started 6-19 now 5 times. Get this. They did it 3 times in a row in the late 80s, early 90s. 88-89, they started 6-19. They did the same thing in the 1989-90 season and then 1990-91. Golly. And then they did it again in 93-94. Now in 2025-26.
Good for them. It's hard. It's hard to hear. I mean, even... Man, our post-game show when we're talking about the amount of double-digit losses, 13 for the Sacramento Kings, 15 for the Washington Wizards, and Brooklyn's at like, I forget.
14 maybe?
Yeah, something like that. But it's just like, you see all, and it's like you said already, what's crazy is that those teams are young. And the Kings aren't trying to lose. No one's trying to tank. No one's going, hey, let's just play young guys and go in this direction. It's like, it's just that bad.
So do you think, I don't know, I know I've asked this before.
It's okay.
Do you think we're going to see a pivot soon? And I'm not just saying when guys are injured, right? Like Levine was out tonight, so Neat got to play. And then there was a blowout, so the young guys just played. Are we going to see a pivot at some point? Are we going to start seeing like, hey, like this guy's sitting out and this guy's starting, and then the young guys are definitely playing a lot more of a balanced minute? Or do you think we're going to keep kind of seeing what we've seen, which is, hey, if the game is like somewhat competitive, like the starters are playing the heavy minutes?
We can't see that. We can't. But if that's the direction Doug goes, it's because like that's how he wants to coach things. That's how
I wonder, but why?
I know. But think about it. Like if you're in his role, you're just trying to win games and keep your job.
Sure, but you're not winning games
and
with that this way. And that's like
where I was going to go.
Thing, you know?
Is that not only are you not like factually you're not winning games this way, but you're also just like, I guess you're just not doing anything good for the future of this team. And especially if you want to be a part of the future of this team, you might as well just be recognized for developing it. You know, that could be one of those positive things that could really save him in this situation.
Appreciate a super chat from Jake donating $2.
Give me a hell yeah.
Saying excited for Keegan, Max, and Clifford. Nothing else. Well, hopefully you can get excited about some things in the future for sure. Also, I appreciate all the love. I've definitely seen some of the comments, like giving us love too.
You guys are
I need all the affirmation possible at this point in my life. So thank you for being here and being along with us on this journey.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it a long time now.
Couldn't
the
do
good times are sweet
without you guys.
But the bad times are a little easier when we're with you.
Oh, it's facts.
Yep.
I think we all sometimes just like need each other, and there's times like even when I get to the post game show, like right when the game ends, it's instant reaction, right? And Deuce and I were on tonight on NBC, and it's like it's pretty cool when our main producer just lets us cook, whatever. And we had like even a new producer tonight, and we're just like, hey, like, can we just cook in the beginning? He's like, do your thing. And it's so nice, like having that freedom to do that, because it allows us even in that time to express ourselves, to release and all these different emotions and analysis and everything else. But then you also see the people like walking around you, and you get a pulse of just emotions. And sometimes people will try and say something to you as like, you're doing the show, and they're just like, can you believe this? Maybe next time. And like, sometimes you'll hear this positive thing, or other times you'll be like, this is tough. And then you'll hear really bad things. But either way, I appreciate being around everyone during these really tough times, but it's definitely more fun during the good times.
Dude, totally. We got more of the podcast in just a second. A couple of shout outs to our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. If you need to order a good bottle of wine, why not order it from a local spot? Kings fans, they know what you're going through. Check out Sentivo Vineyards and Winery.
They're the best. SentivoVineyards.com. Go there, get some bottles for the holidays, whether you're just bringing it because you never want to go to a home empty-handed, or you want to get a gift card, or you want to bring your family to a tasting room because you want to get them all drunk, have a good time together. Make sure to check out Sentivo Vineyards and Winery.
Also presented by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo! We've teamed up with Medic Ambulance, a trusted name in emergency medical services across Northern California. From life-saving responses to being the team behind the scenes at your favorite events, Medic is here to serve. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
Also, shout out to all the people who bought merch at deuceandmo.com. Click on merch. Dude, I'm not kidding you. We were talking about this today and looking at the numbers. We have never sold so much of our merch until this holiday season. And it's crazy because the Kings are not very good, and you guys are, helping us out and supporting the show in a cool way. We got Basketball Sicko merch. We got Deuce and Mo podcast gear, crew necks, hoodies, mugs. Shut up and light the beam. Remember the beam? Yeah, we do have beam merch. We have all that, beanies, hats, and more.
Everything.
Check it out on our website, deuceandmo.com. Click on merch. Still time to use promo code HO to save 10% off your order. We appreciate you guys supporting us all the time.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, Morgan.
Yeah.
What is...
No.
We have to do it, guys. I have the moment of the game, in my opinion. I have the no doubt about it moment of this game. But I want to know what your candidate is.
Yeah.
Or
what your moment would be.
What your moment could be. And I want the audience to know, too. To give me theirs.
Your confidence makes me not have one at all.
Come on.
I'm thinking about one. Yeah, Deuce,
okay.
I'm trying to think, like, there's nothing that stands out that's like good enough.
I'm going to go to the third quarter.
Okay.
It was the biggest pop of the night.
Oh.
It's when the fans won free pizza. I literally, it got so loud. The loudest pop of the night was when Peyton Watson missed 2 free throws, and the fans at Golden One Center who stuck around into the third quarter won free pizza.
That's such a good one. I'm so sorry I didn't know that. Wow. Some people are giving their moments of the game not very positive. Okay.
And we'll put Jokic on there. 36 points, 12 rebounds.
Oh, there we go.
8 assists in 29.
Keegan, hard drive, gets pummeled and finishes.
Hey, you know what? Keegan had some great drives. Are you at all concerned about his 3-point shooting? Because I feel like that's starting to become a big topic with people.
Concerned. Look, he needs to make some shots. He does. But I'm not sitting here concerned like that will never be part of his game again. He was injured, getting back into the flow of things.
Dude, he's still banged up. He's got that tape on his neck.
Absolutely.
He was questionable.
And someone could challenge me on that, being like, well, you didn't shoot great last year from there. Absolutely. I totally get it. It's a whole different team this year too. Like, the ball doesn't move well. There's not huge threats. It's weird. It's weird. And that's not excusing his shooting. He definitely needs to make some of these open
It's
shots.
also been 10 games, but I think it's because he shot it so well his first year, and then since then the 3-point numbers have not been good enough. I'm not concerned yet. I'm
Okay.
not, and you're right. I think all those things you mentioned are legitimate. Like can we get a team with a good ball movement, so he's not just catching grenades late in the shot clock? Like, what are we doing here? That's our J Street Dental moment of the game. Go if you need a good dentist.
It's true.
There's no better place to go.
No, enriching lives and enhancing smiles. Head to jstreetdentalgroup.com. You can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental. Both amazing places, amazing people. We actually both go to J Street Dental. They're all Kings fans. So as they're filling in a cavity or whatever it is that you need.
Or just honestly, sometimes I go in there for cleaning and they're like, you're good.
No, they don't.
I mean, we can, but it's
you know what they
you're
told
perfect.
me? They told me I'm like one of their favorite people to do work on. They said my gums are so healthy that they don't bleed when they're like doing things, and they said that I'm really good at just like and they do like that
That's
thing.
nice. It's good genetics. I wasn't blessed with good genetics, so I had to actually work on my teeth.
Why can't you let me have a good moment?
I
my
just
moment
pulled out
of
a
the
moment
day?
because the rule is when they lose, we get to pull out a moment from the J Street Dental moment jar from the past. I picked out this one. Ooh, we go back to December 8th, 2024.
Okay.
Last year.
Last year, around this time.
It was against Utah. Wow. The Kings won the game 141-87.
Okay.
Season highs across the board. Doug McDermott, 6 of 7 from 3. Kevin Herter, 6 of 9 from 3. Those two had 12 threes. For perspective, in tonight's game, the Kings hit 11 threes.
As
In
a
38 attempts. Well, the Kings got up 38 threes tonight. That's a good number.
That's okay.
That's a positive
Yeah,
number.
that's actually a good point.
We need them to shoot more threes. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
It's like they don't shoot enough threes. They don't move the ball enough. There's a lot of things going on, but that was good to see. How about Doug McDermott playing for the first time since mid-November? He's only played in one other game this year, and they dust him off in this game in the first half. The last time he had played was late in that game against Atlanta when they lost by 30.
I didn't get it. And again, I'm totally fine with going in whatever direction, especially when you want to check up some threes, whatever. Like, okay. I just didn't understand it when it could be one of those nights where you're finally like playing Devin Carter, playing Nee Clifford, like just run it
Just
with
play
the young
Neek.
guy.
Just
Like,
play
what's
Neek.
the
Yeah.
point of Doug? And no offense to Doug. I love everything that
Great
Doug.
guy.
Yes.
Great shooter.
Yes, but it's like if this is the direction you've been going in, why all of a sudden are you just shoving him in there? Didn't understand it, but whatever.
Kyle, appreciate you donating $5. Give him a hell yeah. Hell yeah. He says Devin Carter, Keon Ellis, Neek Clifford, Keegan Murray, Maxime Moreno. This is the lineup the Kings should be rolling out for big moments going forward. I'm cool with that. You're not going to see me complain about that one.
Didn't they have a lineup that was super small, even with Jokic in there?
Oh
and
my
we were
goodness.
kind of like, what's
yeah,
going on?
there was one stretch where it was like, I'm looking back right now. Oh yeah, they had a lineup that was Monk, Devin Carter, Keon Ellis, Neek Clifford, and Precious Achua. Small.
Just
And
yeah.
then, Jokic just did his
And,
thing.
and,
Jokic is, I love
look,
Jokic.
I'm fine with them even just going with different things. It just seemed strange against, the lineup that was in for Denver, but whatever. Like, I can't even nitpick anymore, huh?
Are you excited about this weekend, by the way? NBA Cup semifinals, Spurs, Thunder.
Dude,
De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes leading the charge in Oklahoma City at 24-1.
is that Saturday?
And then you've got Knicks and Magic.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah,
Then yes, I am excited.
pretty sure it's Saturday, yeah.
If it's Saturday, then I'm excited because that means I will spend the day Real Housewives during the day, NBA Cup during the early evening.
Victor might come back for that game.
Really?
That's going to be a marquee game, I hope. But OKC is just destroying everyone right now. It's 24-1. And, people go, oh, their schedule. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I'm watching them. They're better than they were last year, and they've been more banged up. Jalen Williams missed the start of the season. Hartenstein's out now. Dort's missed time. Caruso's missed time. Isaiah Joe's missed time. A ton of guys have been out.
Yeah.
But one thing's consistent is their approach stays the same. There's probably some, okay, they have some moments where it gets bumpy, but they always close well and they figure it out and they're destroying teams. It's insane.
Yeah. It's definitely it's still a fun team to watch. Even when they destroy, like even when they were taking on the Suns the other night and then it got chippy, Grayson Allen, I know, being the dickhead that he is sometimes. But it was like when you see those moments and that passion and the care for one another, I was just like, this is so cool. Oh, and then seeing our guy Nick Gallo in a freaking commercial with SGA, I turned to you when I saw that and I was like, this is so cool. He's gonna have he's
for those who don't know, Nick Gallo is the sideline reporter, one of the sideline reporters for the OKC Thunder,
and he's such a good person, and he just
Great dude. Yep.
deserves this life and these things coming to him. I'm like, he's gonna have that commercial for the rest of his life and be like, wow, I did that with an MVP, with a champion, like just so cool.
Very cool. Are you ready? It is our Christmas episode. And
yes.
Look, we're probably going to have many Christmas episodes. This was the one that kickstarted, though.
I love that was just
we
told
got different
to me
themes.
tonight.
I'm not saying we have to dress up. I mean, tonight I dressed up as Pigeon Lady. You're as Kevin McCallister. So I prepared some Christmas trivia for you tonight.
Christmas music, too?
No.
Oh.
Game show music.
Show music.
Hey, welcome into Christmas trivia. There could be a prize for Morgan Reagan if, I don't know, she gets a couple of these right. Maybe Juicy Claus is in the Christmas spirit. They're all Christmas-related NBA questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I hate trivia, but I think I'm ready.
There's 4 questions. I'm going to say you will get one of them right.
Okay. I'm so bad at trivia, and
All
I get
right.
very anxious, but...
And please, play along in the chat. If you need the chat's help, you can ask for help.
I need help.
All right, Morgan Reagan, here's the first one. A motionless version of this player was part of a child's holiday security system.
Motionless version of this player. Really? I don't know. Charles Barkley?
I feel like I do need to give you a little more in this clue.
Yeah, because was it an action figure of a player? I'm so confused. Oh, Michael Jordan. In Home Alone. I see what you're saying. Okay, the cardboard cutout.
I was going to die if you got that wrong.
I'm Kevin McCallister. I was the one that made the battle plan. Duh.
And just to be clear, that was the one I thought you were going to get right.
Dude, I was picturing an action figure, and I was like, why? And I was like, what figure would they do? Why does this not make any sense at all? Okay, got it.
All right,
Charles
this next
Barkley.
one. Buckle up for this one, Morgan.
Okay.
This sharp shooting guard was born on Christmas Day, once earned 6th Man of the Year honors, and has delivered presents in the form of deep threes for multiple NBA teams. And before you answer, I can give you one more hint
Okay.
if you're ready.
Okay.
Do you think you know the answer?
I don't think I know, but I just know a sharpshooter. But did he win?
I just want to.
Yeah.
I'll give you this clue.
Yeah.
He is still playing in the NBA.
Oh, okay. This is good. This is. Jeez.
One more time. This sharp shooting guard, chat participate, was born on Christmas Day. He once earned 6th Man of the Year honors and has delivered presents in the form of deep threes for multiple NBA teams. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know.
Okay.
I would literally have to go through every single roster.
It's okay. You ready to give up?
Yeah.
That-
Duh, I hate trivia. Yes.
The answer is Eric Gordon of the 76ers, who won 6th Man of the Year in 2017. His birthday is on Christmas Day. How about that? I'm going to ask you a really tough one.
No offense, but almost forgot about Eric Gordon.
It's
but
okay.
go on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I know it's okay.
This one's going to be a tough one. I'll just read it. Delivering buckets like gifts under the tree. This scorer owns the NBA's top Christmas Day points per game average. So this player, we're talking about all time here, scored the most points per game on Christmas Day? So, it'd have to be probably a good player, right?
I mean, Steph?
It's a great guess. Is that going to be your final answer?
Sure.
Any other guesses?
LeBron.
Okay. Anything else?
Luca?
Just tell me when you're saving an answer, and I will let.
Any of those.
Sorry. Oh, the crowd is not happy about that. The answer is actually Tracy McGrady.
Oh.
In 3 games, averaged 43 points a game on Christmas Day. In 3 games.
Okay.
All right, the final one. I really want you to try on this one.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
I wasn't saying you weren't. The crowd just really. Okay.
I hate trivia. Go on.
Here's the last one.
Okay.
And the chat, if you have any help, go ahead. Born on Christmas Eve and part of the Sacramento Kings squad that finally ended the playoff drought in 22-23, this forward brought both grit and hustle in his brief time with the Kings.
No idea. Not even going to guess. No idea.
You're not going to guess?
Brief time. No, because I'm going to be wrong. I don't like this.
By the
I
way,
get anxious.
It's okay to be wrong.
No, I know that, but I don't like getting things wrong.
Kevin McCallister, just listen to me. Hey, chat, I'll ask you this. Born on Christmas Eve and part of the Sacramento Kings squad that finally ended their playoff drought in the 22-23 season, this forward brought both grit and hustle to the court in his brief time with the Kings. I will give one more hint.
Did anyone get it yet?
Some of the answers. Markelle Fultz did not play on that team. No, come on. Jimmer? What?
Wait, didn't you say a forward?
Yeah. Chimeze Metu. Some great answers. I'm going to say this right now. If anyone gets this, you are the ultimate basketball sicko. Someone saying Trey Lyles. Someone saying KZ Okpala. Someone saying Kevin Herter. Jabari Parker was on that team. Davion Mitchell. Man, striking out left and right. I said his brief time. Born on Christmas Eve, part of the Kings team. And let's give some love to Heel Wilson. He got the answer. Chima Moneki.
Oh,
Also
yeah.
played college ball at UC Davis.
Wow.
Took you guys long enough.
How did you even get that? I love Chima Moneki. I would never get that, ever.
Can we give it up to the question master, Deuce Mason, ladies and gentlemen? Dude, I got to say, I thought those were great Christmas NBA questions.
They're great questions that you should ask people. They are great
Thank
questions
you.
you should ask people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just not me. I literally, one time our producer made Kyle do trivia with me on a pregame show. I was sweating and I got so angry. It was 3 questions.
Well, let's dive into this. Why?
I don't know. I freeze on the spot.
So let me just stop you. Do you think anyone is judging you if you don't know that Chima Moneki was born on Christmas Eve?
No, I don't. I don't think anyone is judging me, but I think it's some inner thing with myself that I just hate. I hate being wrong on the spot. I like to use my resources. I like to Google things. I like to research. And that's my, even with games, the same thing happens with me when I play games with people. I get very anxious and it's something I need to work on.
Can I also ask, did you have fun with just learning some stuff, huh?
I had fun with, I wish we were asking your questions to people because those are fantastic questions that I think I don't give enough to.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. It just puts me in a spiral.
Thank you, Sam, saying Deuce, those were fire questions.
See? They're great.
The baby dice says, Mo, are you hyper competitive?
You know what? I used to be, but I'm definitely not anymore. And especially with this stuff, I'm like, you win. Not me. You win.
Well, let's get to some final thoughts. I think you had some good final thoughts already. But...
I had a few final thoughts. One of my final thoughts, I have a turtle dove for you.
Are you in character right now?
Oh. I have something for you.
Is that how Kevin McCallister said, I have something for you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's how he's okay.
Oh, really? Let me judge your pigeon lady.
Hello.
No, see, in the
Yes. Hello.
Is she dying?
Irish? I don't know if she's Irish or what she is.
Okay. Hey, I have something for you.
What is it?
It's a turtle dove.
Wait, well, what's the I've got the pigeon.
I got the pigeon.
What do I
What
need?
does he say about the turtle dove? You have one and I have one. And as long as we both have one, we're gonna be friends forever.
No matter where we are.
Can't forget about me.
Thank you.
And no matter what, if you have one forever, you're gonna be a Kings fan forever.
Okay, so just gonna eat bird seeds? And what am I gonna do with this?
I know. Okay, can we just talk about that scene for 1 second? He literally runs out of his like $13,000 a night suite hotel room that they got for free at that hotel, runs out to Pigeon Lady, who is probably freezing her ass off and is hungry.
No. Yes, for
on
sure.
Christmas morning.
Yeah, and no one knows he runs out, by the way.
No, and by the way,
we lost him like 2 years in a row on Christmas, and on Christmas Day, he runs to the middle of Central Park to meet with some lady who feeds pigeons all the time. And the pigeon lady
Saved
brought
his
him
life.
upstairs to like that weird area too.
Yeah. So anyway, gives her a turtle dove ornament for what?
To hang on her.
Thank you. On the tree in Central Park that she used to live under? Like, what the hell, Kevin? What the hell?
It's so funny how much I love the movies though, and I want to go watch them again right now.
I have one more final thought.
Oh, okay.
I just have to give a little love to our wonderful friend Kirby and her sweet feisty cat named Pam passed away. Pam was her companion, her bestie, was her protector, was everything. And I know for some that don't connect with animals or don't have that same love, they won't really get this. But for those who are cat, dog, bird, fish, it doesn't matter. Pigeon, whatever type of animal lover you are, like you understand that connection when you've been through it all. And we will miss Pam so much. She was such a feisty cat, didn't love everyone, but that's just what made her so perfect. So we love you, Kirby. We love you, Pam.
We love you, Curbs. Should have gone last on that.
Sorry.
Can't really go to final thoughts when you just
you
hey, my
can.
friend's cat passed away. Like,
Come on, pigeon bitch.
I was going to give a shout out to our director, Ryan, who is a big Nuggets fan. So happy. And he was so nice recently. Saw on Instagram, he made all these Christmas treats, and we bullied him into bringing us Christmas treats. I actually didn't get to try many of them because Morgan ate all of them at the studio, but he's a great guy.
Yeah.
And I'm only doing this because he gave me shit for not giving him love on a couple podcasts
that's the
ago.
only reason?
That's the only reason.
No.
Because he's got a great team. What does he need love for? My other
Great
final
point.
thought, dude, I don't know. Just like... We're going to keep going. We're going to be live after every podcast. It's Christmas time. I understand how ridiculous we look tonight. After the Kings lost by 31, we're dressed up. But that's the lesson here is even during the bad times, you got to laugh a little bit and smile. And that's what we did tonight. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, but we got to go.
You're all the best. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for being with us.
See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know. Deuce and